Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video. There are many pink crystals of love apart from just rose quartz, and today we're going to explore one of them, and that's Rhodonite. The spiritual teacher Osho once said, "If you love a flower, then don't pick it, because when you pick it, it dies and ceases to be what you love, because love is about appreciation, not about possession." And that kind of thought pattern is really what Rhodonite is all about. I want you to think about the last time that you had a bit of a disagreement with a loved one. And regardless of who was right or wrong, I bet that they weren't living up to your expectations. And we get upset when people don't do that. Rhodonite allows us to ground and to earth our expectations while still to love those people in our lives. So if you're having little petty bickerings about who left a towel on the floor or who forgot to pick up the milk, then Rhodonite can be a really good crystal to work with. It's also good for people that aren't in a relationship yet, for those singles, to have realistic expectations of people when they're dating as well. Not only can Rhodonite help you while you're in a relationship, but it can also help you move on after a breakup, because it helps you get a realistic view and learn the lessons that you got from that relationship. A really nice meditation or activity to do with your Rhodonite is to sit down and write all the good things and the bad things that you got from the relationship that has just ended. Now keep doing that list until you've got an equal amount of good things and bad things, and start to see the lessons and what you actually learned from being in this relationship. To help you through this breakup period when you're feeling a bit weak and restless, also continue to wear that Rhodonite over your heart during the day and put it in your pillow slip at night. Eventually you'll see the great relationship that you once had and the lessons that have kind of taught you from that relationship. It'll also help you move on to your next great relationship, so you carry those lessons and don't make the same mistakes again. You can use Rhodonite for more than just romantic relationships. It can help to bring harmony to all the relationships in your life, whether that be at home or even in the workplace. Now when we go to work, if we work with other people, there's people of all different backgrounds and households that all have different ways of living, and when we have to share a kitchen or share an office space, sometimes there can be a bit of tension and friction there. So you can use Rhodonite to soothe that and bring harmony to the space. There's lots of different ways you can do that. For yourself, you can wear Rhodonite close to the chest, and that'll help you to release some of those high expectations and just be a bit more forgiving and accepting of the other ways people are. You can also take some small tumbled stones and place them around the space, or a nice sphere and put that in the middle of the room as well. Finally, a really nice activity to do is you can plant a few in a nice pot plant and have that in the space as well. Just spread that harmonious energy around. When I'm working with Rhodonite, there's some other energies I like to bring in as well that really harmonise with this crystal. Firstly, when I cleanse Rhodonite, I use the element of earth. Because Rhodonite helps to ground and settle our loving energies and lower those expectations so we don't have unrealistic ones, earth is the best element for Rhodonite. So the best way to cleanse it is to bury it in some natural earth. And of course leave a marker there if you're leaving it there overnight so you don't lose it. Now if you don't feel comfortable burying your Rhodonite, then you may want to just leave it on a natural bit of earth like a pot plant, or some rice, or maybe some Himalayan or Celtic salt. The animal guide that works really well with Rhodonite is gibbon. Gibbon is able to swing through the trees. He almost flies, letting go of one branch before he can hang on to another, and that's where his lesson is. In order for you to go to new heights in your current relationship or the next relationship, you need to let go of the old and let go of expectations. And Gibbon can teach you this. So meditate and hold Rhodonite in your hand and see Gibbon before you and allow yourself to interact, and he'll guide you and give you wisdom that's relevant to your actual situation at the moment. The plant that harmonises really nicely with Rhodonite is the Lang Lang. You can sit under a Lang Lang tree and meditate, or diffuse Lang Lang essential oil in your space, and it will create a loving and harmonious energy. It will bring happiness between all people in the space. Now when it comes to when I work with Rhodonite, the most powerful day is Saturday, because this is a day ruled by Saturn. And Saturn's all about discipline and realism. So if you can work with your Rhodonite on this day, you'll get the best effects from it there as well. Rhodonite is such a beautiful crystal that can really help to bring out if there's too much fire in a relationship or too much friction. So it's a really nice one to settle down relationships and get them back to being a bit more grounded as well. I hope you can find a place for Rhodonite in your crystal collection and find uses for it in your life, and it'll bring more harmony to you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and don't forget to check out my other videos on YouTube about other different crystals as well as find me on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Adam Barralet. Blessed be.